So I'm Lucie Fuentes, and my colleague Clémence Pécavé, we will have a presentation of Vatel, and especially our specialization, so it's wine and spirit inside of the hospitality. And we're going to talk about all the opportunities that you may have if you decide to enter this career path.
So there are many of them actually. So we're going to go through the main ones. These are trends which already started a bit before the coronavirus, but obviously it has increased. So a focus on everything related to sustainability and small new forms of hospitality and hotels. So we're going to go more local. We're going to have also innovations in terms of the hotels and in terms of the way they are built. So if you take the example of India, you're going to have a lot of new ecology, of new
ecotourism. Something who will be related to the experience, but at the same time, people will want to come and to see rural India, the culture and everything, but in probably smaller group or in places when you don't have 400 or 2,000 places like a huge hotel chain.
So it's going to be more focused on the experience and meeting actually the people. What we also have experienced so far is that they're going to have an increase into artificial intelligence and automatization. So smarter hotels, better hotels. You see the example of Japan and robots, for instance. Well, why not having a smarter hotel in India as well? Because you have a lot of engineers, and obviously there are a lot of different.
IT is your strong point also. And as Clémence is right, when we're talking about automatization, since the coronavirus, the hospitality needs to improve to evolve. So why not just having a check-in online and still keep the relation human to human, but on different kind of aspect. And what is very strong for India, if you were asking about the opportunity for hospitality, will be entrepreneurship, meaning that we know that the people who enter this path are usually people who want to become manager. We will see for the slide after all the careers opportunity that we are having. But entrepreneurship in India, it's a huge trend, meaning that you're coming to Vatel for the Bachelor or the MBA to get the baggage, to get the experience. But after that, become an entrepreneur. It's what India needs.
And because it's going to be about everything. Not only the country, but all the new business opportunities that can happen. So this slide here is really about the typical jobs that will still be here after the COVID, because they are the key roles in an hotel or in a restaurant. If we're talking about F&B, if we're talking about a banquet manager, wedding planner, I mean, we all know these are great experiences that will still happen after the coronavirus, and obviously these positions will still be key. Doesn't mean that we cannot innovate.
And remember that hospitality is wonderful because based on your personality, your dreams, your project, and if you're an introvert, if you're an extrovert, you will be able to find some position. So Clémence was saying about the basic, meaning that F&B services, of course, the people who wants to open a restaurant also are welcome. But here it's also everything that you're not thinking about when you're thinking hospitality. Can be luxury management, can be PR, can be wine and spirit, because it's what we're gonna present you also, but it's gonna be data analysis. It's gonna be everything related to innovation, meaning that all the job that we haven't thought again yet right now, we are waiting for you to create them, to invent them, to be able to change the way hospitality is shown right now.
Basically, you take all the jobs and new jobs of the typical business careers, and you can put that in the hospitality industry, because it's an industry which is booming, which is already bouncing back. We've heard a lot of people from the luxury industry, like LVMH, for instance. They're already very happy about what's happening in Asia, for instance. So everything is going to is about to change. It's up to you to take the change into your own hands.
And remember, Vatel is not just a school specialized in hospitality. We are a business school, meaning that with all the basic of human resources, marketing and business, how to make money, how to be successful. That's what we're going to teach you.
And obviously, we are all about return on investment.
Exactly.
That's the key word. So it starts with the Bachelor. This is the foundation of your business career. We're going to go for 3 years of the program, either in French or in English. We alternate between 2 weeks of practice and 2 weeks of class. During the 3 years, you're going to have 2 internships, both in France and abroad, if you would like to.
It means that it's very operational. The first year, basically all the students will go through all the operational departments, so services, food and beverage, housekeeping. Here, it's not where we're going to have a difference with the other university. It's starting in second year when we are taking you to really take our responsibility and to really become someone. For example, every time we're going to India, when we're traveling and we face let's say just the front office, if we have a question, everybody will ask us, I need to ask my manager, I need to ask my manager, meaning that when you come to Vatel from day one, you will be facing real customers, because we have our own hotel and our own restaurant, and you're here to make mistake. It's how you learning. So in year 2, as Clémence was saying, there is an internship or form of international internship. You're going abroad, but you will learn also everything related to events, social media, communication, human resources, marketing, finance, taxation. So it's going to be deeper into the back office. Third year, it's when you're either decide to have a project already and you want to become an entrepreneur. So here the teacher will help you during the practice to basically put a business plan and try to see if your project will be successful. If not, you will have access to different specialization.
And obviously the third year is also when you start to prepare for the MBA as well.
Exactly.
Because we know that if you want to really make an impact and really have a good career progression, you need an MBA, especially in India. That's why we have 2 options. The first one is an MBA. It's a classic one. Both programs will be state accredited, which means that you will be able to stay back for 2 years after the end of your program.
And remember, just because we're talking about the visa, when you're staying in France, it's not just, okay, you can pursue your education or you can decide to find a job for 2 years, but you can also come back in your country. And in this case, you will have a privileged relationship with France. So you will be able to obtain a visa more easily as an alumni, and it will also be worth for your family. So it may be very interesting for you if you want to do business or if you want to come on vacation.
Yeah, because you can really well create your network during those 2 years to bring back, some customers to India and bring back some new relationship. In any case, it's going to be useful for you. For the MBA program, it's a general management program. So you will be everything related to strategy and to innovation, how to make a business, but going deeper into that. That's why you're going to be able to either, continue in, let's say, original and traditional.
To become a general manager if you want, or manager into specific like revenue management, event management. It depends of your dream again and your project that you're having.
But you can also choose to become an entrepreneur and create your own company.
Exactly.
Make something of your own. Take over the family hotel, for instance, and take it like further than what it was. So it's everything that we're going to be able to teach you in that way. And also, what is very important, that you're going to have a professional internship, which means that in terms of employability, you're going to basically skyrocket everything. So it's very important for you in terms of return on investment once again.
And remember, for Vatel, we have dedicated office. And regarding of the internship or the professional training, we have right now 100% placement, meaning that we're helping you. Usually the students get between 2 or 3 offers. Of course, if you want, for example, to have to become a manager, a front office manager in Dubai, and we offer you a position of marketing in Switzerland, you can basically do the research by yourself. If not, Vatel will help you.
And as far as the specialization is concerned, our baby in Vatel Bordeaux is the wine and spirit specialization. You may wonder why go for for this kind of business in India. Well,
it's a blooming industry.
Yeah, and every big company that we've been talking to so far has said that they want to go on the Indian market, but they don't know where to start because it's so big. Because if you don't have the connections, if you don't know how it works with the taxes, you're completely lost. So that's why, once again, Indian students have a big card to play.
So as Clémence is saying, your card is your Indian. You're speaking English, and usually you're speaking your native language. It's very important because the company, the huge company, can be a brand in I don't know, cognac, it can be champagne, it can be, of course, Bordeaux and
whiskey.
the French wine. Exactly.
Can be whiskey.
But what is very important also, it's on the market. You know that Indians are more likely to go for beer or to becoming spirit connoisseur more than wine. But here, can you imagine if you're here to taught them differently, if you're here to make you experience all the different kind of wine you can find? That's what we're offering you. It's either going for sommelier, knowing how to pour the wine in a big hotel, or opening yourself your restaurant, or decide to go into the supply chain, the import export. So there is a lot of new opportunity for you.
So with this program, you have the possibility to stand out as a wine expert, because we have certification, which is called WSET level 2 and 3. We have an excellent passing rate, as you can see, and everything is related to both learning about the business skills, but also about the wine itself, about the story, about how to taste the wine, how to share your experience with your clients. So that's why I want to really make a point with this program, because that's basically a very interesting future for you if you want to take it.
Exactly. And for India, it's a huge market, but not only in India. If you want to go to Australia, if you want to go to the US, learning about the wine is something very important. And coming to Bordeaux, why? Because as I say, you can go to Australia or to the US, because we're from the antique Rome, meaning that the roots for all the wine are coming from Bordeaux. So it's also the culture that you're going to come. India, French are something who actually we share the same common value about the gastronomy, about the way we enjoy eating, welcoming our guests. So it's a very important thing to come to France, to have a different point of view and to make your network. Again, that will be the most important thing for you. It's the network that you're going to build.
Last but not least, we're going to end with the admission requirements. So we do an admission interview and some entrance tests. The whole process lasts about 2 hours. What is important for you to be really aware that we're going to look have a big look about your professional project, what you want to do after your MBA or after your bachelor. That's really key for us.
If I may interrupt Clémence here, for example, if we have students, and usually at the MBA, it's going to be the question we're going to ask you, what do you want to do after? And usually the people will answer us, I want to do an MBA. Okay, why? Because I want a job. Okay, that's something that we don't want to hear, because we are all here to offer you higher education. What we want is basically discuss with you already at this level of the project that you're having. Of course, it may change, and we will help you to change or to modify your project. But what we want is students who are actually thought of their life, of what they want to do. Having an education, it's what we are offering you. Now, is it the good path for you, the correct one? That is where you're here and passing this interview.
And that's why we're going to consider to treat you as professionals from the very beginning. And that's why, some of you may find the interview a bit challenging, but it's a discussion at first. It's really not about putting a gun to your head.
But even if it's just a discussion, you will also have an entrance exam. The entrance exam will be multiple question on
your personality,
general knowledge,
analytical skills,
and English. Of course, if you want to come and to study in French, you will have to pass DELF B2, because it's the level that we're asking. If not, it's not a requirement per se to speak French, but we highly recommend it for you to actually know a basic French.
And it will boost the way you're going to handle your stay in France, and obviously your network. We always get back to the same thing.
But if not, you will be in international class, meaning that you will be with French people who actually may be expat, or maybe people who speak French and English at a very good level. So in this case, we highly encourage you again to build your network from your classmate and to try to deal with their learning French, you're learning French, they're learning English, and you try to make them improve also. So don't worry, we're here to take